So how I get rid of pressure is that I only have 3 people who can actually say something to me and I'll action it. Yeah, in my life.
Your dad?
No.
Your mom?
Oh, my dad. Oh, dad, yes. My dad, yes. No.
Let's salvage this.
Not in that context. Dad won't allow. So my dad is one of my besties.
That's so good.
But my dad will have an opinion, but most of the time he's trying to protect me from something, or he loves me too much.
Yeah.
And he's just like, this is what I want for my child.
Yeah. This is a new meeting point for people all over the world to gather for healing and ultimate wellness through the solutions provided in our conversations. Welcome to Wellness with Lilly. It's interesting. I don't know if there's any other content creator I relate with so much as I relate with you.
Oh, that's like such a nice thing.
There's a time you were hitting the camera like, I know you want me to get married, but have you prayed for me?
Have you prayed for me?
I felt like I can't believe we're exactly in the same boat.
Yeah.
So when you talk about pressure, the pressure to be married and whatnot, me, I don't have pressure to be married. In fact, you'll be surprised what my grandmother said one time. She was badgering my cousin in my presence about when are you going to get married. My cousin is in his 20s. So I asked her, how come you're not badgering me? She said, oh, you've already done it. Like you've already.
So it's just like something we do.
Yeah.
Okay.
So actually, there's that context of never married, never had children.
Right.
That's a thing in Africa.
Right.
Like very separate from if you were married and got divorced.
A teacher in my high school once walked into class and I don't know what she was going through. She was like, my family used to badger me about this thing. I just went and got a son. Sai hata wanisumbui.
Yeah.
Ndio hii naweza.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, yeah, ni muscles, ni kuweza. Kama hatuwezi.
Yeah.
Are we like handicapped? You're like about to be that. Like you're supposed to be put in a different category.
I know, yeah. But that's so bad for the children that will be gotten to prove a point, isn't it?
It's terrible.
It's terrible. Anyway, you talked about pressure to go home. And I remembered that there's one Christmas I just actually did not go for Christmas with my family. I went to another family, like my auntie's family, who they do it nuclear and the kids are older. So I felt like I'll be safer there.
Aww.
So what had happened was, Christmas is family time, right? So me, all my siblings are married, they have children. Like I have 3 + 2 + 2. That's 7. Yeah, I have 7 nieces and nephews.
Yes.
So also it's very vibrant with the children, and then my child also is in the mix.
Yes.
So that salvages me. Like even if I don't want to deal with something, I can keep myself busy with my child. So on a Christmas, when I like hide behind, anyway.
I get it.
On Christmas, when it's my ex who has the child, PRA, co-parenting, and other short stories, my name changes to where is R? Like, hi, where is R? Hi, where is R? So I saw that coming from 18 miles away and I was like, no, I'm not going
through this.
Yeah. And it was so liberating because I also got, what do you call it? That revelation, Eureka moment. I realized, you know what? I actually don't have to go for Christmas. I can do what I want to do. Yeah.
Oh, man. I think for me, sometimes you feel like you're disappointing people, especially because they've been calling this out for so long. Now, I'm not swinging any other way. It's clear that I'm straight. And there's so many nice men. I mean, wacha kujiringa, ni nini mbaya. And someone wouldn't necessarily tell you that. I remember doing my sister's functions, one of my aunts. I was going to say God rest her soul, but she's still alive. It was just flowing. Sorry. I'm sorry, I'm not killing anyone. But she said, she kept telling me, sasa ni wewe. Wewe ndio next.
Yeah.
But even my sister was getting pissed on my behalf.
Yeah.
Because what? Because like what?
Yeah.
And then there's just the, I've even been told, I'm not in a bad way, but they weren't like trying to say like, I'm like, but they're like, have you been checked for like ADHD and are you in the autism spectrum? Are you okay?
Who told you that?
My relative. And they were actually like, you know what? We can check you in somewhere. Like seriously.
Oh my
Yes. And she was so genuine. And she was like, you might need some kind of support.
Jesus, why?
Because how do you react during conflict? Is it how you react? Is it, is there something?
What the hell? No.
Yes.
I don't trust that. I don't think it was genuine.
I was like, I might. But I told her, when I get on those medications, forget about the awesome Kerry, the vibrant Kerry, the energetic Kerry. Like, forget, she's dead. Yeah. Because that medication actually depresses you completely.
You become someone else.
And so now instead of reacting, I'd be like,
or even just sleepy and detached and boring.
But anyway, so that's where I've figured with people who seemingly care about me.
That was not genuine.
It wasn't genuine. Yeah, you're pissed on my family's behalf.
ADHD, check in.
Yes, I need to be checked in. I need to, maybe just,
No.
I need some support.
Nope.
Because they're like, Nini Mbaya, you're such a nice girl, you're a Christian girl, you love God, you're all these things, you're hardworking, you're your model girlfriend. Why can't you lock down the man? What's wrong with you? And that question, you won't think about it day one. Then you'll be like, guy, then day two, you're alone, and then you're like,
by the way,
is there something wrong? You'll be like, but then kuna venye nilireact.
Yeah, maybe it's me. I'm the drama.
I'm serious.
I'm the drama.
Like the pressure is getting worse.
Yeah.
It's like what is actually going on?
On the question of am I the drama?
Yeah.
I think in my marriage, I was those wives that we were told to be.
Which one?
Submissive, doing everything. Oh my God, like literally spoon feeding, everything. I look back and I'm like, it was not me.
Who was that?
And probably if I got into another divorce, God forbid, I think it would be me.
Yeah.
Like, because now my tolerance is is much lower. And also how sure I am in myself.
Wait, did you do the whole kibuyu na flannel? Oh, wow.
Damn right.
Wow.
Yes. Every round. Damn right. I had a special kibuyu and flannel and from the day one.
I'm hearing about this from you, but me, the people who are still getting married, they're so ratchet. Like, they're so like the bad girls are so bad. Like, they're not even, okay, not that you're not pretty, but like the girls who get married now, it's just like, like, I'm not saying people are ugly, but I'm just like the nice, there's so many nice unmarried girls, by the way.
Yeah.
It's so sad.
Yeah.
Vile mimi nawaona on the outside. I have not dated them. I don't know.
Yeah, you don't know.
Including myself. Including myself.
Yeah.
But I'm like, that pressure, that's like, literally, you end up now starting to, everything now you're thinking and everything you're doing is surrounding becoming a good wife.
Yeah.
Then you meet someone. Like I tried like premarital counseling because I'm serious. Like if you're dating, no.
Oh.
Like if you're serious to learn what you need to know. And during one of those classes, there was live and cleave. And then there was one of the classes about duties and roles and responsibilities. And I was like, yeah, of course, prepare a meal, and you also have maybe your date to maybe take me out. Like we could have like a date night.
Yeah.
I know like life gets busy and it's not as practical, but it's okay to plan and dream.
Yeah.
And this guy says, no, I want to eat what I want to eat. Like if I want to eat out and come home. Then I said, if you eat out and you come home and I've prepared a meal, I won't be so happy.
Yeah.
If you haven't told me, like, oh, but they don't cook today, I'm eating out, jipange, like, pia wewe jipange. Like, I'll do like, whatever I want to do.
Yeah.
But you haven't told me I've cooked, I'm ready for us to have like that after work.
Yeah, conversation.
Like, it's a nice thing, it looks nice on TV. And I feel like it's something I'd like to do for you because I honor you and I love you as my husband and I'm home. And he said, Z, don't give me that kind of pressure, I'm not a child.
Allah.
Yeah, I'm not a child. That's what my folks used to do. I'm not about that life. Like, me, I want to decide. Like, if I want to eat out, I eat out. If you want me to bring you something in, I bring you, you can meet me out. Like, don't have that pressure for, like, you need to prepare for me. And I'm like, what if when we get kids? Okay, when you get kids, it's different. I mean, you need a rhythm around the kids, but not around me. Don't have that pressure at all.
Well.
But I'm like, what the hell?
I'll give him this.
What?
Clarity.
Clarity is good.
Yeah, because there are guys who will act one way
And then
give you a different vibe after.
But that's gonna happen when he's coming in with his friends, and I'm like, oh, what do you guys want to eat? And they're like, your wife doesn't cook and clean and prepare for you. It's still gonna happen.
No.
It's still gonna happen. It's gonna be like, by the way, what's wrong with this woman?
The only way it's...
Or his mother comes to visit, and
But
I'm like,
he'll give you a heads up.
yeah, but now when the mom comes to visit, we pretend we eat as a happy family.
No, you be authentic. You tell her this is what we do.
Ha! Ha!
Will you not?
My son.
Authenticity is everything.
No, but my son.
So now there, he should defend you because he knows what he's about.
But we're talking about pressure.
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 Forget about those ideas and dreams and hopes and aspirations.
Me, I like guys who hit me with the truth
I love it.
from the
Tata.
word-go. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's not practical. If you're running a home has to function. Like they're just basic. They're basics. Like I just feel they're basics, but I don't know. You've been there. Maybe you tell me actually.
What's the question?
Like what was that like? Like preparing like a meal for your family, your husband?
So my ex was in an irregular profession.
Scheduled job, yes.
Yeah, so he would have night shift, day shift. Just sometimes it felt like mother gosh.
Yes. Mother gosh.
So I just always had food, and I would ask him, are you gonna eat?
Yeah.
Sometimes he'd tell me, oh, I just feel like having a fruit.
Yeah.
So for me, I was always ready for someone who wants food.
Ever ready.
I was that girl. I was that girl. Like ukiniambia I want chapati, there's somewhere I can pull out a half made.
Come on.
You know the way you half make them?
Dough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you tell me you want a salad,
Hey.
I have fruits. If you tell me...
Will I be this? Okay, we'll talk about that later. Okay, so you had the home running. So me, I've been told, what if I don't want to eat what you're making? What if I want to eat out? What if I leave the office and I just don't want to eat? Like, don't have that pressure at all. Like, I'm an adult, I can take care of myself. So I felt like, what's my purpose? Like, what's my purpose? Like now, all I've been told is mommy prepares food and food is prepared and things are prepared in the house. And necessarily not even her. My mom was a working mom. But like,
the only
we had a home that was running.
Yeah. The only thing I feel is off about that is probably the energy he said it with. Like,
the energy,
was there some arrogance? Is there a tinge
it's like I'm an adult and I'm not a child.
Yeah, so now that I have a problem.
Maybe that's a problem.
Yeah, because...
Thank you. You just solved like a mystery. Guys, we're done.
We're done.
Did you cut?
Okay,
pressure. So right now, do you have pressure to remarry? And why am I using the word remarry?
I can't. It's okay. It's fine.
Okay.
I can't say a straight up yes or no, because also I don't pay attention. Like I have moved on from that topic. I don't think anyone even has the courage to bring it up. It's just a few people who tell me, well, you know,
it's been this
you're
long,
still young.
time.
There's a place but the people who've told me about it have been so pleasant.
Yeah.
There's a place I went and some church lady came and told me, go dear, can I sell you again?
I love it.
I told her, oh, I look like I can chuck something.
I love it.
She said, whoa, you
You're
look
serving.
fantastic. Yeah, I was like, oh,
love
please.
it.
If you find a willing buyer, let me know.
I love it.
Yeah. So I mean that's.
So mine is when I'm looking good, it's like, mbona umekata? At least yours is good, dear.
Yeah.
Mine is, msana mzuri, mbona unakata?
Like, do you have ADHD?
Nini
Are you crazy?
Are you yes. Okay, well, you don't laugh. That thing was serious.
I'm sorry.
Can you imagine, like, uko nini?
Does it make you wonder if something is wrong with you?
No, because there's nothing wrong with me.
You never wondered? You never sat down and just thought?
I have. I would lie to you if I haven't.
What did you think was wrong? Your temperament?
I just
in that energy space.
I need to go back there. But
okay, can I
thought
suggest?
I have bad luck.
Oh,
Yeah.
was
That's like bad luck, you know, like.
Yeah.
Because the people who are getting married, as in seriously, most of them are not even married material. I'm just like,
that's the thing.
like you're such a bad person. Like, how do you live with another human? Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the side I got of them. Maybe they have another side for their partner.
There's a lady who came to this show and she was telling us how she was so mean to her husband for so many years. And then one day she just like sort of started snapping, like waking up from whatever was making her be mean.
I see he loved her and he was there.
Exactly. I think listening to that lady is what made me know it wasn't me.
It was not you.
Because me, I'm right there,
Yeah,
right across
right,
the room. Yeah.
right.
Yeah. So,
That's so funny though. I'm so sorry.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So,
But there's nothing you can do for someone for them to stay and to love you. Like they just choose.
it's a choosing.
Yes.
It's a choosing.
Like imagine me, but the marriage baffles me. It's like you chose this idiot to stay with for the rest of like that. You
Yes.
just say like ni who you like
Yes.
out of all the people who are available. I was like, how did you get to that conclusion?
Yeah.
Because it's such a serious thing, and you know, since I really emphasize on the Bible, and every word in the Bible for me is so serious. Like it actually says, marriage should not be entered to unadvisedly. Like it's literally written. Like
It's written.
It's written. So
Yeah.
it's like, wow. And maybe I'm actually scared of marrying wrong. Hadi I'm just like, not you, not you, not you, not you. Maybe.
So that's one reason I relate with you.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm also in that
You're not
space.
repeating.
Like not you, not
Yeah.
you, not you. And maybe even for me to get married, I had really settled. Like I had said,
Ni hivi.
I'm now 25. This
You are
is the-
25?
Yeah.
Like what happens to people's brain at 25? Like you guys, if you're 25 right now, just shake your head. Just shake it. Just shake it. Hit it.
25 is like
Ay. It's like your cortex is not formed. Like I talk if you know inaweza pondeka. Like no, okay, not really. But you know that you're told not to touch kids on
Yeah, yeah.
So they're breathing with their I don't know what the hell it is.
Kwenda.
That it is not formed. I honestly feel like decisions we make at 25. I think earlier it's stupid enough, but it'll just work. Later,
no, you're saying that because there's someone in the
that's
room.
right. Later is like at least I know a few things, but like I just think 25. Like
Now me,
25. If
me
you got
what I
married at
know-
25, sorry. I don't know, like, you guys want comments. Like, if you got married at 25, please post video, like, how are you doing? Because I need to do this study.
Yeah, okay, do
Because
it.
guys who got married at 25,
But even guys who got married at 23 have quite some stories.
no, 23, they're just like, ni huyu, and this is my person.
It's just the few that you know.
Okay.
The biggest hits are 23.
Hey.
Yeah.
I thought it's 25. Weh.
The most hits.
Mpaka nasikia anxiety on your behalf. Like,
Yeah, anyway, so me, I was 25 and dating this guy who was eligible bachelor. You know how you read in the textbook?
man, honey, I was
everything.
watching you the whole time. Like, I was just like, wow, look at my sis.
Yeah. Yeah, so we went
Was I dating
around.
when you guys, let me think who I was dating when you're dating him so that I know how stupid I was. Okay, I have it. Continue.
So I remember like even guys asking me, kwa nini unamweka? Kwa nini because he was like, from the word go,
You're
he's
my
like,
wife.
I'm ready, you're my wife, what. So me, I'm the one doing the, let's wait for a year, what. And now other guys are asking me,
Nini?
kwa nini unamweka? I was now getting that what's wrong with you
Yeah.
vibe. Yeah, but he's a good guy. Well, don't usimsumbue, don't disturb him. So I did have my why not, my personal why not, like things I had seen, and but I told
were flagging.
myself, yeah, I was flagging, but I was telling myself, I'll handle it. I'm more than able.
Marriage, like marriage.
And even God, God will give me the grace
Amen.
and whatnot.
Come on.
Yeah, so I just got in, like, why not? I remember someone asking me, how are you feeling? I said, I'm feeling at peace. I have no anxiety. I just feel like things have just flown into each other. Maybe also because I was 25. Maybe you're right? Probably there were things that I can see so clearly now. Like, we won't even go past the first phone call. But at that time, really, anything that was major at the time, I saw it as minor. Yeah. So that's
And
what's
I
fine.
think it's fine. You made a choice.
Yeah.
You have a beautiful product out of it.
Yes.
And you have a story out of it as well. I feel the issue of pressure is that everyone has a different timing. And yes, it's good for you to flag. I'm not saying, aunties, don't talk to people, but talk with solutions. Like just telling me, sasa ni wewe ni nini umetuweka ama ni nini. That's not helpful. Like come with someone nimkatae. You know, none of these people have brought anyone that have tried to hook you up. None. By the way, hakuna mtu ameniletea nikasema angoa. Nothing. So that's the first thing.
I feel like ukiletewa bado it will still be more pressure.
Wait.
There's a story.
I was brought for someone, so but this lady was not giving me pressure. She just thought this is a nice gentleman, and his people, like the group of friends, thought we would make a good couple. Funny story is that we did go to primary school together, so we knew of each other, but we didn't like ever date or anything. We went for 7 dates, and at the end of the 7th date, we got like I was dropping him home, and then like he stood there and he hugged me. Home? Stop.
That's okay.
Stop.
That's so alpha.
I was dropping him because I was the one who had the car.
Would he also drop you sometimes? No.
Oh yeah, like once. Yeah, he did.
Okay.
Yeah, there's once he picked me up. And did he drop me? Yeah, there's once he picked me up.
So would you pick him up and drop him?
So that's not the context of this conversation. Oh my God, this is going south.
We are coming back
The point is, he looked me in the face and I've dropped him and we're hugging and it was a nice day and you know, it was he took me to a very nice spot.
Wow.
In my car. But
yeah.
But that doesn't matter. Hizi vitu za dunia. Hizi vitu tutaziacha tu hapa. But anyway,
that is profound.
So as in like the point has become the not point. But anyway, he looked me in my face and said, you know, honestly, I'm really sorry, but Yani, I'm just not attracted to you. On the 7th date. And I said, okay. So definitely I'm going like, okay, maybe my first lack of attraction is maybe someone smells bad. So I'm like, I look at myself. I had like a proper tan. I was from Coastal, so yeah, I think I was maybe slightly darker. But then it totally went to my physical appearance. And probably it was nothing to do with physical because sometime later I met him at a wedding. And let me just tell you, I wish you could insert the photo of how I was looking at that wedding because I even did a video. I was serving it. And the way he walked up to me, the girl was just eating me up. Like, you know, he walked up to me like, hey, what's up, mommy? Like, you look sour. Like, I was like,
okay.
Yeah, but you're not attracted to me. Walk away. Like, and you know, I just hugged him and that was nice.
Yeah.
But then I was just like,
yeah, that's who we are. We hug and we're nice.
Yeah, but then I was like, wait.
Yeah.
So maybe it wasn't anything physical. Maybe I was not giving him enough mind.
It could be anything.
Maybe he's sapiosexual and I was not there. I don't know. But yeah, one of my tatas did try. Well done. Epic fail. We got over it.
But you went for 7 dates. So
7.
So that's
I'm like,
something.
at which point did you realize?
That's something.
And we were alternating paying. It was fun.
Oh, that's good. That's very good. But
what the hell?
So you don't want us to go back to who used to pick who up and drop who up?
Hizo ni vitu za dunia.
Sawa, praise
Because
Jesus.
kuna times mimi nimekuwa kwa hiyo matatu bana. Hata nimelipiwa fare wazee.
I get, but
and plus about two-wheeler, man. Sometimes, you know.
You are liberal. Okay, anyway, I admire you for that.
No, but it's nice to have like a man. But a man is not based on his mshahara, but it's a good thing for him to have money.
It's
what
not
am I
mshahara,
saying?
and I think this is a good conversation.
What am I saying?
This is not even about mshahara. I think it's about seasons. Do our seasons align? And then also how I've seen so many people are just bad communicators and they'll pull something out of the clouds to describe something else. So someone will say, I'm not attracted to you when it could be anything from I feel intimidated.
Right. Or you've refused to invite me over to your house and we're still going out. Because there was also that thing for, maybe you could do coffee at your house. I'm like, no. Maybe you could come to my house. I'm like, no. I don't know you.
Yeah. Yeah, so it could be
So you start going to my house, it's like one next level, my friend.
Yeah, and I trust you. But guys, someone who wants to rush you will also sometimes not like feel like you're too slow for them and they can't say that.
But this thing, the way it ended, was so spiritual. Maybe sometimes God is just there like,
I'll tell you a story about that.
No, can you go first?
No, go first.
This is so weird to say on like live TV. But this day, on a Monday,
Yeah.
I remember it so clearly. I'm at my grandma's house. I'm washing dishes in the sink. And I have like a weird vision. So it's a vision because it's during the day. I'm washing dishes and my mind just wanders off. So guys call it daydreaming. But me, I'm calling it a vision. And this vision was me and this guy had gotten married. And we went on a trip with other married couples. I can't see their faces in this vision. Like it's so clear. So when we're there, we're having a good time. We're just sitting like in a living room. I'm thinking we're somewhere like in the Mara, in a place where you need to fly in. And then this girl comes with a suitcase. And then everyone is awkward because they're his friends. So everyone is like, what's happening?
Yeah.
And he's like, oh yeah, what's up, karibu ni nini? Then he takes me to the balcony to talk to me like, so I'm like, unani, like what's going on? Because we're all husband, wife, husband, wife, husband, wife.
Yeah.
And she says, no, she's just my friend. She's coming, but she's going through a lot. So I just told her it's okay, she can come and join us. I'm like, you told your friend, who I don't know, my dear husband.
Yeah.
Like literally, this is the conversation I'm having.
You're feeling like it's real.
Yes.
Like it happened.
I'm like, you told someone to come and join us at a couple's holiday, who I don't even know. So I get so pissed. I tell him either she leaves or I leave. You choose. And he says, you know, I can kick her away. She's going through this and that. So I'm like, okay, so she's not leaving, so I am. And so this place is so remote. I remember calling one of my friends, my friend's brother, who's a pilot. I was like, you need to come pick me up. He's like an older brother to us. You need to come pick me up because if I stay, I'm going to die. So just like charter a plane. That time I think is working for Amref. Come and pick me up. And he picks me up and I leave. So this is on Monday. On Tuesday, we go on our 7th day, the one for I'm Not Attracted to You. And we're sitting down and it was such a nice day. It was such a nice venue. Like,
wow.
Off Peponi Road, like just a very nice place with like, you know, it was such a nice
Is it
date.
Zen Garden?
Not Zen Garden.
Okay.
Zen Garden is awesome. But this was like, I think it's Secret Garden.
Okay.
Yeah. So we sit down and then as we were talking, he's like, oh yeah, by the way, there's this friend of mine who's flown in. And she kind of asked me like, if I'm seeing someone.
Whoa.
So I asked him, what did you say? He says, yeah, there's someone I'm talking to, but it's not official yet. And I'm like, okay, so what does that mean? He's like, yeah, I don't know if I want to make it official, but that's something we can talk about. So we go home. So the next day, I'm dropping a friend of mine to hospital. Shout out Bev. And Bev tells me, so I tell her the whole thing. I start from the dream and from the vision and what he said.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, but this girl was flown in. You saw her coming in. She's a girl who came in when you guys were in the couple's retreat.
Yeah.
There is a girl who's just come into the country.
That is so chilling.
I know, I'm having goosebumps right now talking about it.
That is so
So she
chilling.
told me, like, God prepared you for this. Like, don't even cry.
What, I mean,
Like, just move.
okay, let me ask you, what authority did Bev have to make that connection?
She could just see it. Like, she was like, you just had a vision about the same guy, and there's a girl who's coming to his life. And she literally was carrying a suitcase.
Yeah.
And now you've sat down on a date and he's told you there's someone who came in, you know. And what conversation were they having for her to ask him, by the way, are you seeing someone? Like, what conversation were they having by the time wamefika hapo?
And also that he comes to report it.
Yeah,
isn't
and he's
it?
like, oh yeah, by the way,
that is so chilling.
it's so chilling for me as well. So Bev was like, sis, God loves you. Just take it as God loves you. He's prepared you. And now, that night now, after Bev and I have this conversation, I'm in my house and we're talking. I remember I was just like lying down on the couch. So he calls me like, hey, what's up? How are you, Nini? He's like, yeah. So I'm sure I don't want to.
You told him that?
No, he said.
Oh, he said it?
Yes. He chose her.
Jesus.
So he's probably even dating her right now. Like, we don't know, but I don't know. But that was so chilling.
Anyway, I think that also reminds us that we are within God's plan.
Completely.
Yeah.
That was so chilling though. Even I got a goosebumps. You had a story?
Yeah. So, first of all, I have also a side story.
Okay.
Recently, I had a dream. And I met two prophets in that dream who told me, your husband is called C. I don't want to say who it is, just so
because
that
everyone all the chances are now posting all the Cyrils and the Cyprians and the Christophers and Christians, they're all commenting.
Let me widen the net.
Yeah, so C.
Let me keep it at
Yeah.
C. So I'm two prophets in my dream. So when I woke up, I was kind of just sure that my husband is called C. So I called my pastor. I told him I've had a dream.
And my husband.
So he calls me BBC.
Yeah.
Jokingly.
That's so funny.
Yeah, it's so funny. Anyway, I have no idea what to do with that.
Right,
with
that content.
But the story I wanted to tell you was I was dating this guy. Who really was not for celibacy at all.
I think we should call our podcast I was dating this guy.
Every
conversation is starting like that.
This is it.
I was dating, don't steal that name. Don't steal that name. We've already, this is I
was dating this
our
guy.
Copyright.
Yes. Okay. So, so it was during, so me post-divorce.
Yeah.
Celibacy has been a mountain to climb that I wanted to climb. Yeah, but it was a mountain. So dating this guy I really like, and he is not pro-celibacy, celibate dating. And then at one point, just a wave of depression hit me, and I gave up. I was just like, I'm gonna have fun. I'm now just going to put easy mambo zote aside and just have fun, because even following all the rules is not giving me the outcomes I want.
You're right.
Yeah. So I go for this sleepover. So in this sleepover, the guy has gone for a meeting with some relatives. So he tells me, just wait for me. The meeting will be like 5 minutes, and then I drop them, then I come.
So you're at his house?
I'm at his house.
How did you get the keys?
I found him there.
Oh, then he went for the meeting.
Then he went for the meeting.
Right.
He told me I'm stepping out.
So this is 11 p.m. He's coming back.
So wait for it.
Sorry.
Wait for it.
I'm sorry.
You will see God. You're about to see God.
Okay.
So see, he goes for the meeting, and I'm waiting for like 15 minutes later, or max 30 minutes.
30.
Yeah. So he stays for long. So I text him, and I'm like, are you okay?
Yeah.
He says, oh my, this meeting is more serious than what I thought.
Yeah.
So kuna kesi.
Yes.
Yeah. So, okay, fine. So I'm waiting for the meeting to end.
Yeah.
So it ends, and he says, I'm now going to drop them.
Okay.
So he goes to drop them and finds that they've been robbed. They've been robbed. Like their house was broken into.
Are you sure you're just not at his wife's house?
I'm very sure because
Okay.
because he was eagerly looking forward
To this night.
To this night.
Okay, got
yeah,
it,
he
yeah.
was at a
Yeah.
like,
I'm waiting for tonight.
Aki, I'm just going for 5 minutes. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. That's the one. So I'm very sure it was not his wife's, like, or something shady. Like, I had a very, like a,
Right.
It was
going down.
In a ring. Yeah. So he finds they've been robbed. So he tells me, oh my God, I've just found this. But even that robbery was related to what the meeting turned out to be about.
Okay.
Yeah. So he has connections. So he gets into problem solving, chasing CID, those things.
Right.
And that goes on the whole night.
Since you're in a man's house.
Yeah.
Okay.
So anyway.
Did you like get into the bed? Did you just get yourself comfortable while you sit on the couch?
Yeah, I got into the bed. I
Okay.
fell asleep. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but I fell asleep. But at some point, I roused and I checked my phone, and I found that he had texted and told me that we've had this. Like, he just gave me a brief of what's happening. Then he told me. So he kept thinking that he will come in the hour.
Right.
But before I knew it, it was the next day at like 12
noon.
Yeah. So I'm leaving. I'm leaving now.
Uwacheki wapi sis? Chini ya doormat kuna chai ndani ya flask. Like uleta keys wapi?
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry, I like have the weirdest questions, but everyone is asking. I do not asking.
Where did I leave the keys?
It's fine. No, move on.
Did you watch that clip on Njugush where Njugush, the comedian, who put the key in a rock and then put the rock somewhere, and then there's rocks everywhere, so you can't find it.
That's funny.
Anyway, so I went with the key. I was to find each
Meet,
other
yeah.
and I'd give him.
Yeah.
But when I left, I felt like, okay, so I'm not able to tell you all the details, but it was serious. It was a serious thing, and I felt like
that happened for you so that you don't like do bad manners with him.
I think so.
Wow, I hear you.
Am I petty?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. Did you end up ever doing it?
I never did it after.
Good. Then Jesus saved you.
No, there's even a time to litaftana, and then I went for another event where someone...
Man, that would have been a bad soul tie for the rest of your life. Jesus was like, not my child.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry about your robbery, bro, but Jesus loves this one.
So I was not being petty?
No.
Great. Fantastic.
I feel you 100%. But this topic was about pressure.
Pressure. I don't get much pressure. But you were telling me that you stopped hosting weddings and stuff like that.
Yeah. So I used to be like a wedding MC, female wedding MC. I'm actually hosting like a show soon and a couple of others. Lilly, but the whole thing just turns to you like, yeah. Na wewe hujapata mtu, unajua kwetu kuna watu. Usana ni nini umekataa watu? Like it just like honestly, they're like, aki na vile wewe ni mzuri. Twende na wewe kwetu. Aki huyu ndamchukua. Oh, like I'm just like, wow. Like no one can see past the talent, past the fun they had. It's just
like something's missing. But I really admire you. It looks like this pressure doesn't get to you.
It does, imagine, but I just have to be like...
It doesn't.
Yeah, because
you're not compromising for it.
No.
You're not...
No.
Yeah.
Because forever is longer than pressure. 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. Like, forever is a long time. And for me, I'm praying to God, through his help, only through his help, that if we do this thing, we'll do it forever. Yeah. So I count the length of these 2, 3, 4 years or 1 year or 6 months. You never know, someone might just show up because of the show.
You never know.
Yeah. Or even someone who's there right now and I might just be like, yes. Yes, it's a 4.5. Yeah, Tanzanite, white gold, thanks. But, you know, it's like, yeah, I do feel it, but I know forever is a longer time. And so there's no compromise on that. Yeah.
Do you get pressure for children?
My ovaries, they give me pressure themselves. That is not external, it's internal.
What does that mean?
Like, just like when I feel the egg is being released, I'm like, hi, oh, ha, he, oh, let me talk about the biggest one. The biggest one happened. So, when I was 30, flat, I had this medical cover and I was like, it's how, let me go get checked. So I went to a gyna. I had like nothing like that was serious. So she checked and you know, and she says, just go for a scan. So I go for a scan. And the scan, I'm being scanned and the doctor, the scanning guy says, oh yeah, there's a fibroid. And I'm like, what? Whose? He's like, yeah, that's one. Let me just measure it. Then this 2, then this 3. So I'm like, bro, just stop. Like, are you looking at my stomach? Because me, I don't go, no, nothing like that. Yeah. And it's like, oh, sorry, you didn't know that you have them. Like, that's how I found out I had fibroids. And so when I went back to the doctor, she was like, oh yeah, no, it's okay, but now just get a baby. So I'm like,
Like, pull it out of the clouds.
Yeah, I was like, from where? Like, is there somewhere? She laughed, but I was like, no, like, this is not funny. She's like, no, you're not seeing anyone. Like, there's nothing serious. It's a good time. The next day, this day, I finished with the doctor. She told me, get a baby. I'm like, oh, cheers, man. Fine. I'm going out to get a baby. Fa la 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 la.
I'm doing it for the baby.
The newspaper heading in one of the... Like, I flipped like this. I flipped like this. The next one, and whoever who wrote this, Jake Sameha. An idle uterus is a fibroids workshop.
Allah.
I was like, ha! Hey! Like that time I felt it. And I was like, so God, you're punishing me because I've decided not to have a baby.
I'm so sorry.
And now that I don't have a baby, I have fibroids. And now these things are here. So by then, now even dating is kind of hard for me nowadays. By then, like date number 3, I always go like, oh yeah, by then that these things inside my uterus, they're called fibroids. Go do your research. And like I always give full disclosure.
You don't have to.
Imagine I have to, because he has to decide.
No,
I do. By the I like day 3. I'm like, yeah. Have you ever heard about fibroids?
Oh my
God.
God.
Are you in debt? Is your mother a psycho? Like after I finished that,
but haven't you heard that a lot of women unknowingly walk around with fibroids?
No, we do. And as a black woman, actually, there's a guy who I tried to chase away with that. Amazing guy. Amazing. Like, top of the tier, opens doors, just wants to hold my hand crossing the road. Top tier guy. And he says, but yeah, like, fibroids, I mean, you're a black woman, of course you have fibroids.
Yeah.
Like, to him, it was just so like, of course. Yeah. But to someone else, they're like, I don't know, man, I'm praying about this thing. There's another guy who I told I have fibroids, and then he held me in the living room, and we knelt down, and he was like, thank you, Lord. Like, it was, oh, he's so tickled. Is everyone laughing? Like, yeah, so, like, it's like my, not the whole world knows. But, so I don't have to disclose it anymore. But, like, that gave me pressure. And I felt so sad.
I'm so sorry.
And I was like, yeah. So guys go and they do research, do intramurals, they're like 3 levels. I have so many friends who've given birth with fibroids.
Yeah.
But that slapped me.
I'm so sorry.
I can't believe you laughed but you're crying. Like, who's this? Guys, which host have you chosen?
I'm a mess.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Okay. So
That's bad.
what's the
I
best?
can't believe we can laugh about it because I don't think 3 years ago I was laughing.
You're not? Are you okay?
I'm okay.
But you presented it in such a funny way.
I'm okay.
You have to know it's funny.
It is. I'm okay, but it slapped me.
Oh, someone.
It was like a papa.
Someone held your hand and prayed with you.
Yeah, we knelt down.
That is fantastic.
So cute. But he lied about his age, and I couldn't get over that. Like, there's always something. There's always something.
We're not going
And then
to win.
I had a meeting with his mom. Now everyone will know who it is. But I had a meeting with his mom, and then she asked me, now, at your age, if you hadn't started saving by 12, you have no chance to have financial liberty. So what else are you doing outside your job for your financial fitness? Her first introduction to his mom.
That is creepy.
She said that to my face. And she was like, yeah, for any financial freedom, you need to have started saving at 12. And I'm sure you haven't. So outside your job and what you do, do you have any other thing you're doing?
What did you say? You fumbled.
No, I was
You look for
like,
stuff to say.
yeah, I consult, I do this. I was very straight faced, yeah, I'm so glad to hear that because if there was nothing else you're doing. I love how she was so assertive that we need that financial liberty and she's her son's
She's
mother.
an activist, yeah.
And I was like, sweet. But then I just felt that pressure again. For huh? Is your son retiring to take care of my children at home so that I work? What is this conversation about?
Yeah.
But I loved it. Thanks, madam. In case you watch this, you are great. God bless you.
She made you. Did that make you change anything? No.
No, it freaked me out.
Yeah.
Because she's all up in my face
that's
about what I
creepy.
need to do and
That is
how I
creepy.
must achieve.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, story of my life, guys. Podcast coming soon. There's this guy dating.
There's this guy dating. That's
That's the title.
That's very funny.
But yeah, pressure.
You told me that there's
Pressure
a guy-
wachieni tire.
Even the guys you date,
Right.
though, you told me there's a guy who told you, do you know how old you are to be
Right.
turning down a guy?
Right.
How did that make you feel?
It made me feel like he's crazy because he was 10 years older than me. And I was like, why are you single?
Well,
get thee behind me, Satan.
Was it not to make you feel like you have to not turn him down?
It was, but it didn't work on me. Now me, the bad thing about
So
me is
it's in
you
the
tell me
reverse.
not to, and I'm like, exactly what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's exactly what I'm about to do.
Which one hurt you the most? The pressure?
Oh, fibroids.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because those ones I'm it's a good thing, you would have stopped them. But he's like, you're just gonna be having things inside your...
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're okay? Anyway.
I'm okay.
Let me know. Yeah.
Periods are on time. Very nice flow. I don't get so moody. I'm a nice girl.
I had pressure to get a child.
From
Imagine.
after you got married.
Yeah. Because there was a period, there was a minute there.
How long?
Not long. About 2 years. Is that long?
But that's the thing.
It's not long.
So apparently, from an outsider,
Uh-huh.
there's pressure. Bado hawajapata watoto. And then there's pressure for Anna's sisters and brothers. And then
Yeah.
there's pressure
Yeah.
for amna msichana ama kijana.
I know.
Then there's pressure for anything.
Yeah.
Those are just opinions. Oh, so this is the moment you won't be waiting for. This part should be highlighted.
Uh-huh.
So how I get rid of pressure is that I only have 3 people who can actually say something to me and I'll action it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, in my life.
Your dad?
No.
Your mom?
Oh, my dad. Oh, dad, yes. My dad, yes. No.
Let's salvage this.
Not
real
in
quick.
that context. That won't allow. So my dad is one of my besties.
That's so good.
But my dad will have an opinion, but most of the time he's trying to protect me from something, or he loves me too much. And
Yeah.
he's just like, this is what I want for my child.
Yeah.
And so, yeah. But like there's someone who I know is sober, level-headed for no, yes. Like it's just based on the circumstance, not based on.
I get you. That's very good. It's
But
very healthy.
my dad, okay, so my dad and my mom, top of the league, of course, they pray for me a lot. Like I survive all the bullets I've dodged. But then literally, I introduce someone to my mom, the relationship ends. Mom,
Really?
stop killing my relationships. Like, do you want grandchildren or not? I am the one who will give you grandchildren fastest. I promise. My mom meets you and she's like, oh, he's a liar. Cancelled. In prayer. Tunakosana the next day over to do sukari. Like, seriously.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was just like, cancel the blood of Jesus. We bind everything that from Satan. It doesn't like these girls from Satan in Aisha, you know? And somebody, yeah, I think it's okay. God is with you. My mom is like, there's no hurry.
That's so good.
And there's this one time I remember after that famous relationship ended, that my dad was like, oh boy, I told you not to post it, not to post. And I was like, Daddy, tumesaidia watu. We dated well. I have no guilt. I have no shame.
Yeah.
We walked in purity. We served God together.
Yeah.
Like, hey, him and I, we did a lot.
Yeah. I think you dated well.
We did. We
You
dated
did, you
well.
really did.
But we were taking a drive with my mom. And I remember we were just on this very beautiful drive through somewhere in Kirinyaga. And just, you know, and she said to me, you're not late. You're fine.
She told you that?
Yes.
Your mom?
Let me tell you, those words edged into my soul. Even my dad said this to me. Because recently, he said, better a broken engagement than a broken marriage.
100%.
And he told me, you're fine. You know, children, when we hear the voice of our parents, it's like the voice of God. Because we don't know how, like, literally, like, God's voice is it a bass, is it a soprano, is it, you know?
Yeah.
But, like, parents, when they speak,
Yeah.
it's like that voice.
Yeah.
And so I encourage every parent, like, just
100%.
speak life, speak peace, speak what the situation is there right now. There's nothing I can do about my status right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
If there's work to be done emotionally, I'm doing it. If there's work to be done spiritually, I'm doing it. If there's work to be done financially, I'm doing it.
Yeah.
So it's fine. So I really feel like them, you know, saying that. But anyway, I was talking about where I don't have pressure. And it's because there are only 3 people who will say something to me and it'll matter.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so don't let everyone's opinion
Yeah.
do something. Like people comment, taka taka Garcia. You know, like things people post.
Yeah.
Like you're doing your most, you're doing such nice content, and just someone will
come with their negative energy.
Yeah, and it's fine.
That's true.
I'm sorry for what you're going through. Are you hungry? Like, why are you hungry? Like, konanja, like, can we eat?
Yeah. The other thing I've seen from people who give you pressure is that sometimes they can be also conflicted. So today they'll tell you, why are you taking long? Then tomorrow they'll come and tell you, Usiharakishe. Let me tell you something. Let me advise you, my child. You know, so I think it just helps to have...
And most guys are projecting. I think like the majority of the people who have too many opinions, they're projecting. There's something, what a pity or they've seen or they've had or they've gone through, that makes them think that they're so entitled. I remember the lady, this is totally outside marriage and relationships. I was at a salon in Tao. I wish I can remember that lady. And I'm in Tao.
You'd say her name.
Live. That one, I chop her, burn it completely. And she says to me, Kai, uko na watoto? I'm like, hapana, na hauna waist.
Guy. Did she have a waist herself?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I can't remember her. And then she says, Aki, nunua belt uvaange juu kidogo. Like, you know just how, like, Wangeshi syndrome. Like, oh my jeez, we have this thing.
No kidding.
It's a beautiful thing. I'm taking one for the team. I probably marry a really skinny guy. It's fine. You know. But, like, she was like... So anyway, if I let that opinion, like... I did let it for a while, though.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
What did you do? You went to gym?
No. I just felt fat and ugly.
Oh, that was it. But you didn't change your habits?
No, why?
Okay.
I'm fine. Like, I'm BMI check. Heart rate.
Yeah, yeah.
And I swim a lot. At least I have some things that keep me fit. I walk a
Yeah.
lot and I swim a lot.
Also, you knew you're healthy, so that dented your self-image.
Yeah, because it was just my tumbo she had an issue with, and I'm like, how many other people have an issue with it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So she went like she said that to me, and I was like, oh, maybe I should try like wear a
Someone
belt.
once told me, you're very skinny. You actually don't look good. Yeah. You're not filling up this trouser nicely. It's not good. Do something about it. Yeah. In church.
You know what it is for me?
In church.
You know what it is for me? The audacity. Like the
Yeah.
audacity.
Sometimes I feel like there are people who are just asleep. Like they're walking, but they're asleep. Like you don't know what you're saying.
Yeah.
You're not hearing yourself.
Yeah.
Because you should cringe hearing yourself.
Yeah, saying that.
You know, kuna,
Like you're literally tearing someone down.
yeah. But sometimes if you meet someone who doesn't depend on your opinion, you're the one who looks bad.
Right.
You're the one who looks like you lack decorum,
Me,
you lack
I know
manners.
for sure it's projecting. I know
Yeah.
for sure. Because
Yeah.
that doesn't help me. Like she was like, nunua belt, uvange juu kidogo. At least ikupatie, unajua? Your shape. Ama zile beads. Those beads that make you look ratchet as hell.
What did you tell her?
Nothing. I was just in shock. I'm like, see the waist? Like waist. See the waist? Like waist.
Did you wish you told her something?
Oh, I have told someone something when they said something bad
Tell
to
me. Uh-huh.
So I had like severe acne
Uh-huh.
on my face. I keep digress. Guys, this is the same topic. It's the same one.
No, we're talking about pressure.
I love it. That's pressure. You're
Yeah.
right, you're right.
Yeah.
So I had severe acne. I had mountains and valleys. And I knew I had mountains and valleys. And when I walked out of the house, I knew I had my mountains and my valleys. Like I didn't need everyone to come reminding me like I have mountains and valleys. So this was for unakulanga nini too much margarine ama wacha kukula sukari. You know, like people just have like all these things.
Yeah.
And probably don't take sugar, never put margarine a day in your life.
Yeah.
So like this person, I just told them, at least I'm not ugly.
At least?
I'm not ugly.
Oh.
Because they were ugly.
Do you think they understood it though?
No, because it's an
Yeah.
American joke.
Yeah, it's an American joke, yeah.
But I was happy I said it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Power to you.
Power to me.
Yeah.
But I was like, at least I'm not ugly. Like, because they're like, Kai, hey, kweli hizi ni za nini? Ni za hormones? Like, I don't know. Like, people, Kai. Like the audacity.
Yeah, people have to comment. Let me tell you a very embarrassing moment I had.
I'm sorry.
I once went and told someone, congratulations, how far along are you?
That happened to me with a Kenyan celebrity.
Eh?
I won't say who she is because she was really embarrassed. Because of my tumbo, she said, congratulations.
Oh, she told you.
I told her I'm not pregnant, I'm just fat. And then she's like, oh, I'm so sorry.
It's so embarrassing for the whoever says it.
She said, I
Yeah.
was like, I'm just fat.
So let me tell you, this one who I told that, she went along with it.
And
She was
then?
with her husband.
Snap.
So no,
And her husband said what?
she said, so how far along are you? 5 months. Oh, okay, that's really good. Who's your gyna? And like the whole thing proceeded. The whole thing proceeded. So many years later, I met her relative. And I was asking the relative, how's so-and-so with their child? And the relative told me they don't have a child. I said, oh my God, what happened? To what? To the child. She was pregnant the last time we met her. No, she's never been pregnant. She has never been pregnant. Yeah, so anyway, from that day, I think
my most painful one was recent also. I told one of my friends, she told me she was pregnant. So when I met her, I was like, hey, how are you doing? She's like,
yeah, but that's not your fault.
yeah.
Like, that's not
like
even...
we're not doing, but I felt really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think...
And then I was like, so I just made a joke. I'm like, same position next time, okay? Just try again, okay? I swear to you, I ruined it.
You ruined it?
I know.
This
But she
so
laughed.
poorly.
She laughed. I couldn't say Paul. It was too late.
But she was your friend.
Yeah.
Someone who knows you.
Yeah, I was like, we'll see change. We'll actually do, just do again, and we're going to be here for it.
Okay.
And then I quickly left the
That's
scene.
a lot.
Exit stage left. I know, I pushed it. This is why people are telling me to go get checked for ADHD. This is the reason. this is it. The way my mind is working is like
man.
overdrive.
That's
like
funny.
The
Okay.
hamster. Yeah.
All right, so let's, my take home is this.
Yeah.
One, don't let just everyone's opinion matter.
Yeah. But wait, before you say it, there's a season of your life. Like, what season are you in? Remember that question I was asking? Like, sasa ni wapi exactly by then ninge marry? Like, what would I have stopped doing? Like, I'm not saying marriage stops your life, but I'm just like, what would I have missed out on? Or what, like, it's just the season.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's very important to know the season you're in because that also gives you clarity.
Yeah.
To say, thank you so much, keep praying for me.
Yeah.
But then now I have a nice answer. If I tell you this answer, I hate you, okay? Okay, just ask me, then we practice for the audience so that
So you're next, eh? Next ni wewe.
Thank you. Just keep praying.
I will. This is how it goes.
He must.
God will come through for you.
Thank you.
And don't rush. There's no hurry.
Okay, that's enough. I was going to say you're escalating this. Anyway, so take off.
Yeah.
You are not a take off.
Oh,
Before I
yeah.
interrupted.
So have a generic answer is what I wanted to say
Yes!
when I was telling you that
Please.
I had pressure to get a child.
Yes.
So I had a generic
Which
answer.
was?
I don't even think I can remember what it was.
Kwani nini mnangoja?
Yeah, guys will ask anything. Kwani nini? I would say in God's time.
In God's
but
time.
I think what I like was when I came prepared, when I came...
Were you guys trying though?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So it was something. There was a thing going on. And you can't always just explain.
To everyone.
Yeah. So first, when I'd step out of the door, I would know that it's gonna come. Especially in some circles. There are just some circles, this person is always badgering me about it and giving me unsolicited advice. So what am I gonna do? So there are people who I would sit through the advice and just take it because I knew it was coming. So yeah, okay, thank you so much for the encouragement.
Have you temperature check, nini?
So people will say,
why do I know all these things?
They won't ask you if you've tried this or that. They will say, try this or that. And sometimes they're telling you just really silly, stupid, obvious things, like don't be stressed. If you're stressed about it.
But you're already stressing.
Exactly. So don't be stressed about it. If you're stressed, it can cause imbalance. You get what I mean by silly stuff?
I'm tired. Yeah.
Yeah, so I would step out knowing it's coming. If I can help it, I will say in God's time. And sometimes if I don't care about you, I will actually just
nod,
move on. Like I'll leave that conversation. But if it's someone very close and I can't walk away, I will just sit through it and nod and say, thank you so much for your advice. I appreciate. God bless you.
Like by the time we've left the house as a couple that's married in a church wedding, that you have the timing for what time we're not supposed to get our children, it's already hard.
That's why people go, and I'm not saying there's a silver bullet way to deal with it, but that's why guys go for therapy. That's what therapy is for.
Right.
That's what support group is for. That's what those three people...
But what if those people who are outside can stop giving external pressure? Because yes, we got married. I have a couple, a friend couple, they've been married for 7 years. They just don't want kids. Like both of them have agreed atutaki watoto. Like they're just happy.
Yeah.
Like they're like, no, we can't. We can't bring someone to this world. This world is terrible. And they've decided that. And the Bible says multiply, fill us. They're believers. And they're just like, we're not doing that nonsense. We don't have time, we don't have grace, we don't have anything.
Yeah.
Imagine. So every time when you keep doing that to them, at least them, they're like, oh yes, sawa, tutajaribu tu. But they know that, like, maybe when they've done everything that has to do with having children.
I really believe that when you see it coming, when you know it's coming, then and
it gives you power.
And you determine what to do, it gives you power.
Right.
One time I jibizanad with someone over some unsolicited advice they were giving me. And then I felt so bad after. Not because I jibizanad with them, but I felt like that's not my brand, it's not my energy, and I'm never gonna do that again.
Right.
So I went back to my generic answers. It's in God's time. Thank you for your advice. God bless you. I just found my level. What?
I feel like the fact that we have to do that shows me that there's a lot of broken in the world.
Yes, there is. Yes, you leave your door.
Because it does not help.
You leave your house.
And like, how close are you? Like, me, my folks, they've been the number one most supportive person of their child. Like, I've never felt like I've disappointed them because they are letea mutu.
That's so
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But other people, they're disappointed. Evidently.
Yes.
It's a crisis.
Yes.
Huyu ni nini? Hata dadake ameoa.
Yeah.
But anyway, you are in the takeout.
Yeah, you sound like you are just telling people stop badgering people about it.
Number one. But also because the badgerers might not watch his content because they're just so locked down in their own world and they just like their brains are not working, they're just asleep, a zombie.
Yeah.
It's going to happen to you.
Yeah, it's going to happen.
And when it does, be ready. You know what we say? Stay ready so that you don't gotta get ready.
Stay ready so that you don't gotta get ready.
That's what's up.
Can we end it there?
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're a vibe.
This is so cool. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah. Follow, like, share, subscribe. Kerry. Bye.
Yes. Like, share, subscribe. Lilly Gidui. And this is Shared Moments with Justus. Do the same if you haven't. And thank you for watching. Bye.